by Alice Phillips, travel blogger. Day 1. Arrival in Aswan. Ancient echoes and first impressions. The minute I stepped off the plane in Aswan, the golden warmth of the sun wrapped around me like a friendly hello. My guide, Ahmed, calm, smiling, and endlessly knowledgeable, greeted me with the kind of hospitality that Egypt is famous for. A short ride later, I found myself boarding the Nile cruise ship that would be my home for the next few days. The deck gleamed under the sun, and the river shimmered with quiet mystique. Lunch was served shortly after embarkation, a fragrant mix of herbs, lentils, and grilled vegetables that hinted at the culinary treats to come. Our first stop was the unfinished obelisk, a colossal monument still partially embedded in the bedrock. Standing beside it made me feel tiny and oddly reverent. The silence there was almost spiritual, broken only by the occasional chirp of birds. I imagined the ancient stonemasons chiseling, sweating under the same sun, interrupted only when a crack ruined their work. From there, we moved to the Temple of Philae, accessible only by boat. Already, this felt like an adventure. As our small vessel approached the island temple, the columns and reliefs emerged like something out of a dream. The soft rustle of papyrus reeds and the gentle slap of water against stone lent an almost cinematic quality to it. Inside, I ran my fingers lightly across centuries-old carvings and whispered thanks to Isis for letting me witness such beauty. Summary of the day: feeling dwarfed by stones, but uplifted by history. Day 2. Kom Ombo, gods of crocodiles and falcons. This morning, I woke up to the soft lull of the Nile beneath me and the scent of fresh coffee drifting through the corridor. There's nothing quite like sipping your espresso while gazing out at timeless desert hills gliding by. By noon, we arrived in Kom Ombo, home to one of the most unique temples I've ever seen. Dedicated to 2 gods, Sobek, the crocodile god, and Heros, Horus the Elder. The symmetry of the temple struck me immediately. 2 sanctuaries, twin halls, a duality that felt almost philosophical. I was particularly mesmerized by the mummified crocodiles on display. Yes, actual crocodile mummies. It was surreal to stand face to face with a creature that once inspired both fear and worship. The air was thick with the scent of sun-warmed stone and something older, something ancient that lingered like incense. We sailed toward Edfu in the late afternoon, the river breeze picking up just enough to tousle my hair. The sun dipped low, casting golden light on palm-fringed shores. Summary of the day: Sobek's stare gave me chills. Crocodile gods are no joke. Day 3. Edfu to Luxor. Temples, traditions, and a dancing night. Breakfast this morning tasted even better with excitement bubbling inside me. We were heading to Edfu Temple, one of the best preserved in Egypt. Reaching it by horse-drawn carriage, I couldn't help grinning like a kid. It felt like stepping into a period film. Edfu is dedicated to Horus, and as I walked beneath towering columns and beneath falcon carvings, I could almost hear chants echoing off the sandstone. The hieroglyphics were still vivid, an ancient storybook written in stone. I found myself pausing often, fingers lightly brushing symbols older than anything back home in the States. Back on the cruise, we sailed toward Luxor, and as the landscape changed subtly, so did the mood. More palms, more villages, more life. Dinner that night was lively, traditional dishes, followed by a belly dance performance on board. The music pulled us all together. Strangers turned friends, clapping, laughing, letting the rhythm carry us away. Summary of the day: a falcon god in the morning, a hip-shaking dancer by night. Day 4. Luxor, the city of light and farewell whispers. The final day began early, with breakfast enjoyed on the sunlit deck before disembarkation. Luxor was waiting, and what a finale it was! We started at the east bank, exploring the majestic Karnak Temple. Just walking down the avenue of sphinxes gave me goosebumps. Towering columns, walls inscribed with epic battles and offerings. It was overwhelming in the best possible way. I paused under the hypostyle hall, the morning light streaming in from above like divine spotlights. Next came the Luxor Temple, serene and slightly more understated, but equally stunning. There's something humbling about these places, about the effort poured into stone to reach the gods. After a short break and a chance to breathe in some mint tea, we crossed to the west bank. There, the Valley of the Kings awaited, descending into the tombs. Actual tombs of pharaohs! I could hardly believe it. The air was cooler underground, filled with the scent of dry earth and mystery. Hieroglyphs still danced along the walls in vibrant colors, untouched by centuries. The temple of Queen Hatshepsut rose like something from a dream. Its sheer symmetry against the cliffside was breathtaking. Last stop, the Colossi of Memnon, standing tall and silent as if watching over it all. Before heading to the airport, I wandered Luxor's small market streets, fragrant with spices, jumbled with scarves and hand-painted papyrus. I bought a small ankh necklace, a little something to keep Egypt close. Summary of the day: Luxor didn't just show me history, it whispered its secrets to me.